In this video, we will see how um, these three address instructions, two address instructions, and one address instructions are going to execute instructions in high-level language programs. For an example, when you are executing a high-level language program, this high-level language program will require to be translated to the low-level language program, that is machine language program. So how these three address instruction, two address instruction, and one address instructions are going to support? Let us have a look at. Now let us see. I want to execute, rather, in my program, I'm executing this instruction. I want to evaluate this expression. This is an expression written in high-level language program, either in C or C++ or whatever. Now I want to evaluate this expression. Now, but when I execute this instruction in different systems, how this is going to execute? Let us see. When I execute this instruction in different systems, which uses three address instruction format, two address instruction format, and one address instruction format, how this instruction is going to get executed? Let us see. You know that these three address instruction and two address instructions belongs to general register organization. Bigger pardon, these three address instructions and two address instructions you can see in general register organization. But in single accumulator organization, for one instruction, there will be only one address, that is only one operand. Let us get into the details how this instruction will get executed in single accumulator and general register organization, which uses one address and two or three addresses. Let us see. Let us go to three address instructions. These three address instructions you can see in general register organization. What is three address? When you say three address, one instruction contain three operands. One instruction will contain three operands. Okay, let us see. Now, but before we get into that, let me tell you again that every time when you want to update a variable, what is a variable? Variable is available in main memory. When you want to update a variable, first of all, you need to bring that variable into register, the processor's register, and updation should be performed on processor's register. Finally, the value of this register can be transferred back to the variable. Okay, so keeping that one in your mind, just stay focused here. First, I will perform in order to execute a plus b into c plus d in three address instruction. The first instruction that is needed to be executed is add r1 comma a comma b. The memory locations a and b, the variables a and b will get added and gets transferred to r1. Okay, then add r2 comma c comma d. C and d will get added, will get transferred to r2. That means r1 has a plus b, r2 has c plus d. So what I'll do is I will perform mul x comma r1 comma r2. These r1 and r2 will get multiplied and gets transferred to x. Okay, now this is executed. The expression that is need to be evaluated is executed right now. In three address instruction, you know that these two are the source and this is the destination, right? So r1 comma a comma b, meaning a and b will get added, gets transferred to r1. C and d will get added, will get transferred to r2. When you execute, add r2 comma c comma d. So you need to multiply r1 and r2, get it transferred to x. When you say x comma r1 comma r2, r1 and r2 will get multiplied and will get transferred to x. When you execute mul x comma r1 comma r2, r1 and r2 will get multiplied and transferred to x. Okay, so this is how these three address instructions format is going to support the expression x is equal to a plus b into c plus d. Let us take in one address instruction. In one address instruction, let us, change this here. There is a flaw. I will change this here. Let us see. Now, now in this case, we do have only two operands for an instruction. That is, only two operands can be accommodated in an instruction. Only two operands must be made available within an instruction. Let us see how this is going to evaluate an expression x is equal to a plus b into c plus d. So what we'll do is, we will take a processor's register R1 to transfer the contents of A. A will get transferred to R1. Why? Because the updation should be performed only on the processor's register. So for that, what we'll do is MOV move R1 comma A. The contents of A will get transferred to R1. Now R1 is equal to A. Then what we do is add R1 comma B. B can be directly added to R1. Okay. Now R1 is A plus B. Okay. Now then what we do? We'll take one more register R2. We'll transfer the contents of C. That is, move R2 comma C. The value of C will get transferred to R2. Then we'll perform add R2 comma D. That is, the value of D will get transferred to R2. After executing add R2 comma D, what we have in R1, I do have A plus B. In R2, I do have C plus D. Okay. Now what we have to do is, we need to perform MUL R1 comma R2. When you perform MUL R1 comma R2, what will happen? R1 and R2 will get multiplied and will get stored in R1. Now what happened? R1 and R2 will get multiplied and will get stored in R1. Now the contents of R1 should get transferred to X. What I'll do is, I'll say move X comma R1. What is move X comma R1? R1 value will get transferred to X. That is, A plus B into C plus D will get transferred to X. Okay. Once again, we need to perform A plus B into C plus D. For that, what we do is, first we transfer A into R1. In two address instruction, this is the destination register. This is the source operand. Okay. The first one is the destination. Second one is the source operand. When you say move R1 comma A, the value of A will get transferred to R1. Then what we'll do is add R1 comma B. B can be directly added to R1. R1 is equal to A and we are adding B. Now R1 contents will hold A plus B. Okay. So what we do is, similarly, we'll take R2. We move C to R2. Okay. Now R2 is equal to C. Then we will add D to R2. Now R2 is equal to C plus D. As R1 is equal to A plus B and R2 is equal to C plus D, now we need to perform A plus B into C plus D. That is, A plus B into C plus D. That is R1 into R2. So what we'll do is MUL R1 and R2. R1 and R2 will get multiplied and transferred to R1. Okay. So R1 holds the contents, that is A plus B into C plus D. Finally, when we execute an instruction move X comma R1, the contents of R1 will get transferred to X. Okay. So likewise, we're going to evaluate the same expression, that is A plus B into C plus D is equal to X, in two address instructions. Let us go to single accumulator organization which supports one address instructions. That is, one instruction can accommodate a maximum of only one operand. Okay. Now what is the second operand? Second operand, as I told you, is always accumulator. Okay. I do have a second operand, that is accumulator. Okay. Here I do have accumulator. This is the only general purpose register available in single accumulator organization, which supports one address instructions. Whatever you want to update, either a plus b into z plus d, anything what you do is should be performed only for accumulator, only in accumulator. So for that, every variable can only be transferred to accumulator. Okay. So what we do is, first we will transfer the contents of A to accumulator. For that, we use a load instruction. What is load instruction? In the previous sessions, I explained that when we execute load, the contents of this memory location will get transferred to accumulator. Okay. And when we execute store, what is the difference? The contents of the accumulator can be transferred to this variable. Store meaning A to accumulate. Store meaning accumulator to A. That is the difference. So what we do is, we will execute an instruction called load A. What is load A? The contents of A will get transferred to accumulator. Now accumulator is equal to A. Okay. Now what we do is add B. When I say add B, accumulator is equal to accumulator plus B. Okay. So what we'll do is, I'll put plus here, A plus B. When we perform add B, accumulator is equal to accumulator plus B. Accumulator already holds the content A, then B will get added. Okay. Now the accumulator has A plus B. Okay. Now C plus D needed to be performed. If you want to perform C plus D, we need to make the accumulator free, which already holds the content A plus B. So for that, what we do is, we need to clear the contents of accumulator. Okay, what we do is, we will say store T. What is store? What will happen when you execute store instruction? The contents of accumulator will get transferred to T. When you say load T, the value of T will get stored to accumulator. When you say store T, the contents of accumulator will get transferred to T. So this A plus B, now let us say is available in this A plus B. Let me write this A plus B now available in let us say one variable X. This is X, this is T, let us say. In T, A plus B has been transferred. I'm not writing T in order not to waste the time. A plus B has been transferred to T. Now what we do is, we will load C. Accumulator will be loaded with C. And then we'll say add D. Accumulator is equal to accumulator plus D. Okay. Now A plus B is available in T. C plus D is available in accumulator. Now what we do is, we will have to multiply the contents of accumulator with T. That is MULT. The contents of T will get multiplied with its implicit accumulator. Accumulator is equal to accumulator into T. Okay. So C plus D into A plus B. Accumulator is equal to C plus D into A plus B. Okay. Now this accumulator holds the content C plus D into A plus B. Now the product is already available, as it is already available in accumulator. Finally, this product needed to be transferred to X. So for that, what we do is, we will execute, as you know, a store instruction, because the store instruction will make a transfer from accumulator to this X, the variable which is available in the instruction. Okay. Finally, X is equal to A plus B into C plus D is performed. First, load A, accumulator is equal to A, add B, accumulator is equal to accumulator plus B, A plus B, store T. The contents of accumulator will get transferred to T. Now we need to perform C plus D. Load C, accumulator is equal to C, add D, accumulator is equal to C plus D, MULT. The contents of accumulator C plus D will get multiplied with T. What is T? T is A plus B. Okay. So finally, after performing this operation, we have accumulator which holds A plus B into C plus D. That is the product that we desire. Finally, The contents are needed to be transferred to X. For that, we use an instruction store. Okay, so this is how an expression a plus b into c plus d will get evaluated by using 3 address, 2 address, and 1 address instruction. In next video, we see how the same instruction will get executed in a stack.